Humans of planet Earth! Welcome back to JRE in a nutshell. Today we have a fucking another back-to-back, man, mind-blowing conversations. Now with Terrence Howard, the actor. You know, I fucking had no idea. This guy came up and I was like, okay, he's the actor. You know, he's in the first Iron Man and he does a other bunch of shit. Lots of bunch of shit. Actually, like, he's a good actor. But the motherfucker is a chemist, astrophysicist. Who the fuck would know? Who knew? Amazing conversation. So we'll get to that. But first, don't forget to like, subscribe, press that bell, and tell your friends as usual. Share me and like me in all of the social media, whatever you use. So let's get right to it because this conversation is fucking mind blowing. It's something we have never seen in JRE in a nutshell. It's gonna happen today. Stay for a little bit longer to find out what it is. So the beginning of the conversation was a little bit weird though, because the first thing that he says is that he remembers being born. And I'm like, yeah, he remembers being in the womb from the time that he was 6 months in the womb, and then he remembers being born. And I was like, dude, it took me 0 seconds to spell bullshit. I was like, what the fuck did you just say? You remember being in the womb, you remember being born. It's not something anybody, like, it's not something that anybody says or reads or talks about or writes books about. I don't know, it's not like in a conversation, oh, you know, I remember. Nobody remembers being born. Nobody that I know or heard. Nothing. It's not even something that people, there's no seminars about to practice your memory so you can like John Quick is not talking. I don't know. It's a fucking there's nothing about that. So it was very strange, and I still don't believe it. I think he's imagining it, or I don't know, dreaming about it. I don't know. The thing about the dream, he dreams about all of this shit that he invents. He has so many patents, like VR, like the original VR patent belongs to him, and they showed it online, and they show all of the people $7 trillion have been made out of this patent, and he hasn't gotten a cent. It's crazy. So they also speak about the flower of life, which is the principle that the nature in mathematics is 2D or linear, and he comes with the because of the reason of, for example, Pythagoras, because back then they thought the earth was flat. So that's his argument. Now it's not, but we keep doing the same science and the same math based on those days. So he says that this is completely wrong. That's why we don't advance. That's why there's not been nothing new in physics for the last, I don't know, 50 years maybe. I don't know, since, well, you know, Stephen Hawking did a bit about it, but before that it was like maybe 80 years since any kind of major discovery. So this is huge. Like, this is really huge. Very deep. Listen at one. It's only for smart people, and if you're dumb like me, you're gonna have to fucking slow it down, because it's very deep and complicated, and definitely gonna have to listen to it again. And I'm sorry if I say something ignorant trying to explain what it was said, but I'll do my best, and I'll probably sound like an idiot, but fuck it. So for example, he says, he explains how the earth is moving slowly away from the sun. 1.5 centimeters per year we are moving away. So his theory, or his argument, is that planets come out of the sun and then they spin and they slowly get away. He did the math, and it would take 9 trillion years for the earth to be direct contact with the sun until we are now. 9 trillion years. And for Mars, I don't know, a bit longer, obviously, for Venus, whatever. So the bit shorter, etc. So the and the asteroid ring that we have used to be a planet that they blow up. So basically, like, all the planets go through where we are now, and then some billions, trillions years, and then they just get away and the planet dies, and then next one comes along. So apparently in maybe 3 trillion years, our life is gonna be, our position is gonna be, Mars is gonna be there, and then they're gonna fucking be, have life things. Fucking ridiculous. It's crazy. Like, I'm for sure I'm butchering everything, and I apologize, but man, I have to say it. So he also speaks about the hate and the cancellation. Obviously, this dickhead was involved in some kind of cancellation with him. He's so fake. It really pissed me off the last time he was at JRE. I don't think. Oh yeah, I think I actually released an episode. Back then I was nice. Oh yeah, because the conversation was cool, But then a couple days later, I see him in another podcast just shitting on Joe Rogan. Yeah, what a fucking conspiracy theories and blah, blah, blah. What a piece of shit you are. And Joe has nothing but spoken good about it. And I think once or twice he came up. I don't remember obviously with who, but like, did you hear what Neil said about you, blah blah blah. And Joe was always like, yeah, he's a cool dude, whatever, like, it's fucking respectable. And this guy is a bitch. So yeah, anyway, so he speaks about all of the cancellations that he's been going through. Obviously anything new is very scary, and about religion a lot, canceling it, fucking burning documents, and every colonization, they always come and destroy all the documents, like all of the Indians that were here, everything destroyed. Every colonization not only destroys the culture, they install new religion and fucking destroy all the science. It's crazy. I haven't thought of that, but it's fucking crazy. And of course, that's not all. That's not the whole revolutionary thing. There's more. This motherfucker is debunking gravity. Check out this gif. Fucking hilarious. So this motherfucker is debunking gravity. He says that gravity, first of all, is not constant because we weigh, how is it? We weigh more in the poles than in the equator. The equator is bigger, so there's more, it's not completely round. We have like a little bit flat on the top. So we are heavier then, so gravity cannot be constant. And it's impossible that I would try even to explain what he said, but it's like, when you hear it, you kind of understand it and you go, fuck, really crazy, really crazy. So yeah, that and much more, everything in the description, man. I couldn't fit everything. I wanted to put so many things, and I wanted to do like 5 quotes of the day. The whole conversation is just ridiculous. Definitely for the first time ever, back to back 5 nuts. Fucking amazing conversation, man. Holy shit. They speak about doing it again. I hope it's very, very soon. I definitely want to listen to this guy again and listen to more. Like, what a fucking genius he is. I was thinking, like, oh, the new Stephen Hawking is Elon Musk. Of course. But you listen to this dude, and like, of course, he doesn't, like every independent, he doesn't have enough funding to go deep. And of course, the official academia doesn't want to help him. The opposite, try to silence him, and they don't allow him to. In Oxford, he had problems. In Harvard or whatever, he's inviting people to debate him. Whoever the fuck sit here, like, I mean, fuck. I want to listen. Definitely want to hear more, because these were like 3 or 4 crazy revolutionary breakthroughs. Not only like one, it's breakthroughs in science. Like, he's destroying all of the standards. It's fucking amazing, man. Fucking amazing. Well, for you, good for you, Terrence. So you're a fucking genius, dude. Holy shit, man. Even if it turns out that it doesn't prove, even if your theories don't pan out, fuck, man. What a mind. What a crazy mind. So I don't know if you saw it in a dream. I don't know if you remember being in the womb or being born. Even if I don't believe you, that doesn't matter, dude. Like, what a fucking genius. Seriously. So amazing. Definitely check it out. I remind you that I have nothing to do with Joe Rogan or the Joe Rogan experience. Stay for the quote of the day, of course. Is the one that I thought was the best out of 5 picks. But listen to this interview, man. 1x. Don't try to be a hero, man. 1x. Alright, guys. That's it for me. I'll see you next time. Peace.
Because I've discovered these wave conjugations, every person on the planet that's been thinking about it will now have ideas concerning, but not just us, but all humanoids throughout the entire universe will now get that same resonance and be able to apply it like the experiments with the rats.
Right.
You teach a rat something here in London, and then in New York you find the rats are doing the same thing.
Right.
Spontaneously, because of the morphic resonance, because we are all connected on this ether, and that waveform that's the consciousness. We are all just one great being.
Yeah.
You know, that's what they forget. We're not separate. The universe is probably one cell inside of some super organism.
Right.
And we're just little who, you know, little who's like Horton hears a who and trying to make sense of it. And it's a beautiful thing that we're making sense of it. But everything is just one great being. We're all God. That's what Jesus was talking about. That's what you know, Buddha was talking about. It's recognizing the divinity in you. What I did as a child, I said, I'm going to, instead of waiting for the Messiah to show up, what if everybody picked up their torture stake and behaved and did the things that they had expected the Messiah to do? What if everybody just for one day walked around and behaved as if they were God himself and did the things that they would expect the Creator? And we know God can't just be a male, because no man can produce a child without a female. Everything in the universe, as above, so below, like Billy Carson always talks about. You can't, everything has an equal and opposite. It has to mate. Mating is a big part of what we do. The boron mates with nitrogen, and that's how the carbon happens. Everything inside of us, all our cells, they're mating. There's a relationship going on in it. Everything's alive.